Hola, buenos dias. Welcome to my walking tour. I don't even know how to say that in Spanish. Actually, I'm gonna put my hair down. I've got my hair up on my head like this. It's a bit cool tonight. I just rework my hair here, guys. I am on a main road, guys. That's better. Because your hair keeps you warm, right? My hair feels a little bit, my neck feels warmer. Because it's a bit cool today. It's weird, right? The weather here in Sydney has been really, really warm. Well, yesterday, not so much. I was on my live walking around with a cardigan. And today I'm walking with a long sleeve shirt. Hey Susan, how you going, mate? I am doing a walk, mate, and it's a bit cooler here. Like, you had wind last night, you said. Hey Debbie Sue, how you going? I'll show you where I'm walking, guys. It's not very glamorous. I'm literally walking on the side of the road. It's like we should be doing these ones. No. We're walking for exercise. Morning, guys, anyway. Hey Matt, how you going? It's really cold. See, isn't it weird? Like, you know, you've had super, super hot weather, and Sydney has had super hot weather, but not as hot as you guys, with 40 degrees and stuff like that. But they've had those 40 degrees days too. I've had 2 days ago, when I went to Cockatoo Island, man, it was like 35 degrees. It was really super warm. The next day, it's overcast like this. Literally, this feels like Matt's weather. This feels like Pommyland. This is like Cheshire weather. Matt, what is going on? Though, in saying that, I'm not complaining, guys. I actually like this kind of weather. This is a nice weather to walk in. So, it says I'm in Russell Lee now, but I started at 5 Dock, which is just a bit down the road here. I actually decided to go for a drive with my sister. My sister works in the city today, so she majority works from home. But Friday she has to go to the city. So I caught a lift with her. She drops her dog to her mother's house. And because her mother's got the sister to my sister's dog. So they hang out together all day. And then my sister catches the bus from the main road, which is the main road here. She's heading that way, I'm heading back this way. So, wow, isn't that pretty? Hey, this looks like very Southern Belles, like our friend Debbie Sue. Did everyone see the picture of Debbie Sue as a Southern Belle? This kind of reminds me of the Southern Belle. Our friend Debbie Sue, back in the day in her beautiful dress, very Southern Belle-like. So I'm referring to simply Debbie Sue, her latest video. Oh, look at these guys. I'm not into motorbikes whatsoever, but I don't mind the colours of these. These are very cool colours. Okay, where am I heading, guys? Sorry, I'm very bad to... Oh, actually, I'm going to cross the road, guys. Google Maps said I need to cross the road here. So, where am I heading? So, I wanted to do a bit of a different walk than I normally do, because otherwise I'd be down by the beach walking around Cavarita Park, which is, it's nice. But after a week, I guess, of doing that, I'm kind of like, you know what, I want to do something different. So, I decided to go a lift to my sister's mum's house, which is in 5 Dock. So I'm about an hour away from where I live or staying at the moment. I feel like I'm living because I haven't even booked my flight home yet. But I'm actually doing a longer version because I'm going to go through Concord. Concord is a town or a village, not a town, a village, yeah, just a suburb just before Cabarita, where my sister is, or Cabarita Breakfast Point, where my sister is. And I'm actually going to a bakery called, what's the bakery called? Baker's Delight. So in Australia we have a couple of different chains of bakers. Baker's Delight do really good baked bread. And I've been having for breakfast. Hold on, guys. There's a kid here. I don't want to take a photo of a kid. Plus, I should concentrate while I'm crossing the road, right? Yeah, sorry, Baker's Delight. So for breakfast, I've been having every morning, which I don't normally have when I'm at home, bread. I have maybe a couple of pieces of toast a couple of times a week, but I don't generally toast every morning for breakfast. At the moment, I seem to be having toast every morning, and my sister, they love Baker's Delight for breakfast. So, I'm eating it. So I thought, you know what, let me replace the loaf, right? Let's be a good housemate or house guest. So I'm going out of my way. So I'm probably walking an extra half an hour out of my way to go get Baker's Delight. Man, I could catch the bus, guys. I have got my bus pass with me. I could catch the bus. But this is really nice weather. This is really nice weather to walk. The weather forecast said 0% rain today, but I do have my rain jacket and umbrella in my backpack, just in case. So Dora comes prepared. She also has her battery pack, and she also has money. So yeah, Dora's prepared. I've got a hat. Probably don't need the hat today, but still. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. So Baker's Delight have really good bread. I'm going to say, in Brisbane, there is only a few Baker's Delights left. I don't know why, but they've got really good bread. Really good bread. Better quality than your supermarket stuff. Because I was going to go just up to the IGA. My sister said, hey, do you mind catching... She actually asked me to get some bread. So I was like... She goes, I'll just get any one of them from IGA. And obviously it's not fresh bread. It's not bakery bread. So I said, oh, it's all right. Well, I'm going to go for a walk with you. Catch the lift with you. And I walked back. And she said, oh, well, you can go via Baker's Delight. I went, okay, cool. So that's what I'm going to do. While we look at some houses. Well, I'm going to look at some houses. If you want to look at houses too, why not? I'm actually getting some ideas, guys. So see here, we've got underneath... I'm going to just take a photo of this, guys. So guys, yesterday... anyone that's doing live streaming, like Susan in the background there, I know you're watching. So I was saying to Debbie Sue yesterday, I was having a bit of a rant, saying, you know what, I'm feeling like when I do lives, I'm actually missing an opportunity to do some filming and taking photos. I know I'm a YouTuber and all this stuff, but to take a photo is to take a memory, right? And when you're doing a live stream, you take these memories on a video, but, how often do you go back and actually look at your videos? And I guess with the rate of I'm doing lives, I hardly ever look back. I'll sometimes look back at my videos I took when I was in Paris, and I can screenshot them, but it's not the same as taking a photo. Anyway, on a live yesterday with Debbie Sue, we learnt how to take photos and videos while I'm doing a live stream. I'm going to do that right this minute. So I'm back in a second. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to get a photo of this here, the rock and the brick. And I'll explain why in a second. But when I go I'm going to flip out of the live and I'm going to go to my camera and take a photo. You won't see me taking a photo. It'll probably just black out. I can't remember what happens. Debbie Sue told me yesterday, but I'm going to show you. Let's see. So did you hear me? Did you hear me talking about that? Now let me show you the photo I took, because I can actually go to the green screen. The only problem is with the greens... Okay, there we go. That's the photo I just took. That's a photo I just took then. My screen, my thumbnail. This is a photo I took yesterday afternoon on my ferry ride home. So guys, I can actually do a whole, when I'm walking along, I can actually show you all my photos I took. And I did this while I was doing a live, guys. Hey Susan, I was showing Debbie Sue that I went a little bit crazy yesterday, guys. Do you like this dress? What do people think of this dress, guys? I bought this dress yesterday. Guys, this is me and my sister yesterday. on the metro. So yesterday was my first experience going on the metro. Susan, you love the dress, hey? Oh man, I love that dress. So Susan, I tried it on. They only had a size small left, and I'm not a small. So I started taking a picture of the tag, looking at the tag. Now guys, this is horrific. I never pay much money for clothes, okay? So I nearly had a heart attack when I saw the price. But I figure, this is how I think about money, right? If I just look at things and go, oh, you know what, that's too expensive, I'm not going to buy it, to everything I look at. And now clearly I have a job, right? I do have a job. I have a little bit of surplus income. I'm very, very grateful, right? I don't have children, so that's helpful. So, you know, I can spend money on a dress if I wanted to. So guess what? The lady came up to me and said, hey, I found another size. I went, oh my God. So guess what? I bought the dress. And yeah, I probably just outed myself. I didn't mean to show you the price because I probably want to deny that I saw the price myself personally. But I figure, you know what? I have saved money by staying at my sister's house because I was actually going to go to Sydney and have a couple of days in Sydney. Okay, let me turn the green screen off. I don't know how to do this. Hold on, let me just figure out how to do this. There we go. That's it. So, I was going to have, because, let's smell these roses, guys. Let's stop and smell the roses. Do you reckon this smells? No, doesn't smell. What if this one smells? Ooh, that one smells, guys. That's a nice smelling rose. So, what do we all think of the dress, guys? Hey, Nicholas, how you going? Yeah, well, look, you know, I am normally an op shop girl. That is where I buy all my clothes, guys. These bike pants or leggings, I absolutely adore these leggings. I got them from an op shop. Yeah, so most of my clothes come from op shops. So occasionally, it's nice to treat yourself. And, you know, how I treat myself is going to be different to how other people treat themselves, obviously. Matt's probably not going to look very nice in that dress, just saying, or Nicholas. Hey, but then, hey, who am I to judge? I don't know. Who would like to see Matt or Nicholas in that dress? I'm just being cheeky, guys. I think, actually, Debbie Sue to the house. Can you please tell Nicholas about what happened yesterday with Wayne and me when I was doing live streaming? Ooh, that's pretty. That's really pretty. Oh, I love the colour of that. Isn't that beautiful? The bark on that is really beautiful. And that is one hell of a big tree. That is a massive big tree. Wowzers. So I have to follow this road. I just have to follow. There's a map. No, not really. There's no map. Oh, no, not really. So we just have to follow this road straight for about another 40 minutes, guys. And then we'll get to Baker's Delight, where I will get I'll get some bread to take home. And I have some blueberries at home for breakfast. I think I'm going to get another avocado. I love a bit of avocado on toast. So Matt says he does look amazing in dresses. I thought that, Matt. I actually did. Well, I took that back. I did retract. You know how you guys can retract your comments? I retracted the voice comment, guys. I did that because I actually think, Matt, you would look stunning in blue. I think blue is your colour. I think if you came to visit me, I'd have to lock all my clothes up because I think you'd try to steal all my dresses. Okay, okay, Debbie Sue. Okay, Nicholas, are you there, Nicholas? Okay, Nicholas. So there was a situation yesterday. You know how I was just showing you how I could take a photo and then I could do a bit of a screen. I could show you the pictures I was taking. So I was playing around with that yesterday when I was with Debbie Sue and I was doing a jumping for joy and I was pressing lots of different things, right? This is what happens when you press a lot of things. I accidentally pressed on Wayne's name. So Wayne is Custom Screen Printing. You guys know Wayne. And it popped up, you just took Wayne off as a moderator. And because I was in the middle of pressing everything and I was not really concentrating, I just let it happen, right? I knew it happened, but I just didn't care at that moment because I was trying to take a photo. And then after I took my photo, I went, oh shit. And then I looked at Wayne's profile and he wasn't a moderator anymore. So the blue screen wasn't there. So anyway, a couple of days ago, Nicholas came to the live and said, oh, I'm not a moderator anymore. And I'm like, what are you talking about? And sure enough, he wasn't a moderator anymore. And I obviously hadn't intentionally turned it off, like I intentionally didn't turn off Wayne the other day. But that's how easy it does happen. So if you're a live streamer, I think it's good to know that that can happen. And I don't intentionally do that. But obviously, if people don't pull me up on it, I don't know. So, for example, if Nicholas hadn't said something to me, I wouldn't have noticed. Because it doesn't actually tell you a report going, oh, guess what? These are all the people that you've turned off moderation this week. So, yeah. Here's a park. Well, here's a bit of green place, a green space. I mean, it's not amazing. Oh, there's a kookaburra there, guys. Look, I'll tell you, you want to see a kookaburra? Kookaburras make the most fantastic sounds when they go just like that, guys, just like that. Just like that. Okay, we're going to be quiet. We don't want to scare him away. Let me just show you. Let me zoom in, guys. That is a kookaburra. They are really cute animals. I mean, they're cute birds. Let me see if I can get closer. Not too close. I mean, it's not cool to be too close to a wild animal. I'm also just checking on the ground to make sure I don't stand on anything bad. Oh, he just flew away. Okay. See, bad Dora. I probably got too close. So anyway, moral of my story is, guys, if you are a moderator on my channel, and like the reason why I let so many people be a moderator is so that you guys can check each other's channels out. That is why I do that. I don't care so much about trolls, I'm gonna be honest. A troll's a troll. If it pisses you off, then I might get rid of them. But I don't intentionally get rid of trolls. I don't care, to be honest, about them. If they have the small minds to want to give me shit about my nose or my eyes or that I'm ugly or I'm beautiful or whatever, I don't care. This is a bit interesting here, guys, this path. Very interesting. So guys, if you ever get turned off as a moderator and you're regularly in my chats, just ask me, just like Nicholas did, because that's more than likely me tapping away on the screen and things happen. So that was an interesting realization yesterday, because when I'm in a fluster, that happens quite a bit. And sometimes it happens so fast I don't know whose name was turned off, and it's like by the time that happens, I'm in the middle of something, so I don't remember. And then if you leave the chat, then I don't remember at all. So moral of the story is, don't leave my chat. Joking guys, joking. Very much joking. Go live your best life, right? Don't need to be following me around on a live on some random street. So we're at some kind of section here that looks like a bit of something. I would say this is probably Russell Lee. I'm trying to see if I can see any names on anything to see what area I am at. Oh, no, I'm at Abbotsford. So, guys, this is interesting. Abbotsford is the next ferry stop over from where I'm staying. So, I'm staying at Cabarita, and then the next ferry stop over, closer to the city, this way, coming into Circular Quay, is Abbotsford. And that's the one that's got the really cool old fishing boats and stuff. Very cool. So if we walked over down that way, we could go catch the ferry home. But that'd be cheating, guys. How cute are those little buses? That's not your normal bus. That's a normal bus. Those other buses, they're called buses in demand. Apparently you have to book them. I don't like the idea of having to book a bus personally. But apparently that's the idea of them. There's another bus that goes straight into the city. Hey Deb, how you going? Welcome back. Deb was walking with me yesterday afternoon when we were walking around Sydney Harbour. Debbie Sue, did you manage to get some good sleep last night? Because Debbie Sue was very cheeky. She was very, very cheeky. And she couldn't sleep last night. So she was watching me walk around Sydney. And she eventually said, I gotta go. So that was 2 a.m. in the morning for her. So Debbie Sue, did you manage to get some good sleep at least and have a bit of a sleep in? Hey Bill, how you going? Bill's another cheeky. He's another cheeky person. Okay, no, we're still in 5 Dock, guys. It says 5 Dock over there, 5 Dock physiotherapy. So, okay, we're still in 5 Dock. That's where I started from. But 5 Dock is obviously a big suburb. It's quite an older suburb. So, oh, there's the Coles up there. Apparently there used to be a Baker's Delight in 5 Dock, but it's closed down. God, look at that monstrosity, guys. It's very Italian-like, right? You can imagine an Italian mama in there making nice Italian food. That's very, I don't know, very different, right? Kind of like Lake Como vibes. So guys, this brick here, that brick, the red brick, is the brick. Remember a week ago now, guys, I took you on a really cool adventure to Sydney Olympic Park and we went to the brick pit. I'd love to go back there again on this trip. The brick pit. And the brick pit is basically, I went on a circular walk above the brick pit and it's where all these bricks used to come from. They were made there back in the day. Most of these houses, you have a look across the road. Okay, that's all new now, that one there. But a lot of this brick, that's probably not from there. But this brick here, there, they've painted that one over there. Most of these houses here are great examples of bricks from the brick pit of Sydney. So they're called Sydney bricks. Like, look over there, they're all the same bricks. That just looks a bit, they've kind of made it, probably painted the bricks a bit to make them look a bit newer. But a lot of this area is quite an old style area. Sydney is one of the original older areas of Australia. So you'll find a lot of old houses here. The other day when I was on a bus, oh my goodness, I saw these massive, massive mansions. They were like something out of a fairy book. I wish I was smart enough to turn my phone on to take photos. I was just like, that was me on a bus going, yeah. It was pretty, oh, this is interesting. Look at this. So a lot of these houses are small, right? But because people have bigger families, they're built on top. So that's interesting. Very interesting. So you've got quite a different there's 2 different kinds of brick there, and then you've got a development on top. So a lot of houses of these old style houses have been extended with extensions on top, or they've gone behind. Hello, Miss M. How you going? Oh, Mike. How you going, Mike? Oh, hello. And we've got Southern Fried Lands. Hello, Southern Fried Lands. Nice to meet you. If I haven't met you before, hello. Welcome to my life. We are walking the streets in Sydney, actually. We're walking from 5 Dock, where I was just randomly started from. Not randomly. There was a plan. My sister, her mum, my sister's my half sister. So Mike, your mother-in-law, your mother-in-law's house. So yeah, she has to take her dog. So my sister has a little dash hound, those long sausage dogs. It's very cute, Bruce. Do I have a photo? Oh, I might have a photo, guys. Let me see if I can show you a photo. Maybe I haven't got a photo. Hold on, let me just see, because now we can use this little thing. Green room. I can show you a picture of the dog. Oh no, I don't have a picture. No, don't worry. Okay, no, can't show you. I thought I had a picture, but I don't. That's my face. So I'm just learning a few new things on lives, guys, because obviously I've been doing lives for a while now. Actually, some water there, guys. Be nice to walk along the water, eh? No, don't deviate off path, Dora. Stay on path. Stay on track. So see over here, this house here, that would be exactly like this house here, but it's just they've rendered it. See how they've just got render on it. Concreted over the brick basically. But it's still the old Federation style. Like pretty much like next door. So I've been doing a lot of live streaming, and I was saying to Debbie Sue yesterday that I'm kind of like, I feel like even though I'm doing a live stream, I'm taking you on the adventure with me, I'm doing the adventure, and that's why I've been taking the GoPro with me, guys, so that I'm actually doing some filming, because obviously when you do live streaming, you're only getting a vertical picture of the live. Yes, I could do a horizontal, but that's a pain in the ass when you're walking, guys. I've done the maths, it doesn't work. It's a bit of a pain in the ass. So it's kind of a bit of limiting, I was kind of saying, like I'm kind of like feeling like, and I always said that if I start getting the shits with lives or YouTube, I'd just stop doing it, guys. You'd just never hear from me again. And I kind of was just honest on on this whole live, and I said, and I'm just speaking honestly with my friends, as in Debbie Sue was there, and I was like, you know what, I feel like that I might be missing a bit of the moment because I'm just filming, like through a camera lens on a live, which is great for you guys, you get to see it, but if I don't go back and watch the live, I generally don't, and I could take a screenshot or a screen jab of the live if I saw a particular something, like, oh wow, I like that picture, but when you do a screenshot from a live or a screenshot from a video, it's not really a clear picture. So I was like, you know what, that's annoying. Anyway, in that moment I said, why don't I see if I can flip out of the live and take a photo? And guess what, I could. And I practiced it. And then I realised I could take a video too. So in the middle of my live, it doesn't help you guys, you don't see anything, but I can actually do a video and I can take a photo. And then I can do a screen, like I can actually show you through the green screen what I took a photo of. Or what I took a photo of last week, if it was in my camera. And they've just re-instilled something in me about lives. So I kind of like lives again, guys. I mean, I didn't hate lives. I was just a little bit annoyed that there was a function that I couldn't take a video, like a photo, while I was doing a live. So anyway, that might be a whole lot of rubbish to you guys, but I'm pretty excited about that. I'm really excited about that. Matt's going to the doctors again on the 23rd of this month. So you mean you're going to the doctors, or Matt has finally got booked in to go to the doctors? Calling Matt. Matt is one of the biggest lurkers here on YouTube. He is probably on 5 different lives as we speak. I betcha. If we don't call out to Matt, Matt, have you gone to the doctor yet? So Matt also has some health issues, and him and Bill have been talking a lot lately because Bill is suffering from type 2 diabetes. And, he's quite open about his journey, how he got it, what's going on. And I think it's actually really good to hear, because in the world that we're living in right now, see, there's another rendered house. So that would have been exactly like this, guys, and they've rendered it. I don't like that. Does anyone like that? Yeah, see, I don't like that. That looks like poo to me on a house. Hey, we have Par Brick Studio. There's some water, guys. So guys, that is actually where we're staying. Oh, well, not there, but that's where whoops. I just got beeped at. Let me just show you. That's the park. That's Cabarita Park, guys. That is the walkway I walk down along the fancy houses. That's not where I'm living, but kind of there. And then I walk into the park. That is Cabarita Park. Interesting. So that gives you a bit of aspect of where I am, guys. And I'm walking this way. So I'm walking a bit around, and then I'll eventually get back to where I'm staying, because I'm going to get some bread, guys. I'm walking all this way to get some bread, pretty much. So welcome Wayne. Fabric Studio is Wayne from England. And Wayne, the weather is very English today. Can I just say? It's very English weather today. What is going on? What is going on? We thought we'd do something different today. We got a lift with my sister. My sister goes to work in the city today. She normally works from home, but she's working in the city, so she drives a couple of k's away from her house to her mum's house, which is I call her my auntie, Auntie Lynn. So my sister and I, Tracy, we are half sisters. If you met, some of you guys met my sister yesterday in a live, just for a couple of seconds. As I said, my sister's not really used to this kind of what the hell Dora is doing these lives. Oh, this is interesting. As a fence. Let me just take a photo, guys. I can take photos on a live. You're going to hear me kind of going in and out of lives. Now, we're just going to keep on going this way. Interesting. So, I'm getting some ideas, guys, while we walk along. Now, if you're new to my live stream, you're probably going to be very, very confused, because I've gone from many, many conversations. That is just how I run things, guys. That is just how I roll. Just like how my brain works. It's got 5 tabs open. Sometimes it's got 100 tabs open. You know how on your computer you've got like all the tabs open? That's my brain. And then I go from one conversation to another conversation to the other conversation, back to the other one, forgot the other one. Yeah, that's just how I roll. Like it, I love it. I'm not going to change. So obviously we're renovating our house at home, and Diego kind of sent me a message the other day saying, hey, how does this look? And our house has got this farm style look. We've got this, what do you call it? Timber. You know how timber slats normally go around crossways? These timber slats are going downways. And the house is a 2-story house. And the idea was to continue the slats going down. So it'd be like a 2-story house, like a farmhouse kind of thing. That's the style, how it's going to look. But Diego said the price of the wood is ridiculously expensive. So to save money, he said, how about we look at doing brick, or not brick, a rock feature down the bottom. So I wish I had a photo to show you. I can't though, because I probably could. Oh, actually, I might be able to. Hold on a second, guys. Let me just get in the front here with some water. You guys can look at the water while I download the photo that Diego sent me, and I'll get some advice off you guys, see what you think. So we're walking into Bayside. Oh, it says 5 Dock that way. Concord. So this is where we're going, guys. Concord. So we're going the right way. We're going the right way. Now, if I wanted to go home back to where I'm staying, I would just go around this way and I would come back to where I'm staying, because this body of water goes, that is actually, oh no, it goes around a little bit, and that's where I'm staying. But I'm going the long way because I'm going via a bread shop, because it's nice to buy fresh bread that's made. And this particular bakery has really nice quality bread. So, you know, given that I am staying freeloading off my sister at the moment, you know, the simple thing to do would be to get the bread they want, right? So that's what we're doing, guys. Okay, let me show you. Let me just go to, this is what we can do. Hey Lavender, how you going? Yes, wood is expensive. So let me just show you. I'm going to go to Diego. This is what we can do on a live, guys. I'm just kind of showing you guys. There's a few different things we can do on lives that I didn't even know we could do. So I'm going to go to Diego's Facebook message. There's a picture there. I'm going to save it. Then I'm going to bring it back and I'm going to show you on the green screen. So I don't know what actually happens, guys. You can test this out. I'm not going anywhere. We've got full 5G right here. So I'm going to go out of the live, not turn it off. Just stay there if you want to. I'll be back in a minute. What happened just then, guys? Did you see anything? Did you hear anything? What happened just then, guys? Did you see anything? Did you hear anything? I'm just curious, because I didn't find the photo. Now, it wasn't in Facebook. I need to go to text messages. So I'll be back in a second. Turn that camera around. Okay, I'm back. I can't find the photo. That's weird. Anyway, so it buffs, does it? Interesting. Okay, so is anyone there left there? There's 4 people there. So it probably does annoy people, but that's okay, because I'm, you know, living my best life. So I was trying to find a photo of an AI picture that Diego had mocked up of wood going down, because that's wood's going down at the moment. That's how the top of the house is. But underneath the house is obviously all open at the moment, because it's just been lifted. But he mocked up a picture from AI of stone underneath it, like kind of like this kind of stone kind of thing, like big bits of stone. And I didn't like it. It didn't look good. Didn't look good. So I was going to show you and see what you guys thought too. My sister didn't like it either. But anyway, I couldn't find the photo, so let's keep walking. So it's nice water. Be nice to go kayaking here. This guy's fishing. So this is Barnwell Park Golf Club. The golf club's across the road. I must say, even though I'm kind of like saying this is kind of English weather, it's actually really nice walking weather. Really nice walking weather. What type of puppy? She's got a dash hound. You know, the long sausage dogs? It's very, very cute. I thought I had a photo of Bruce. His name's Bruce. And then there's Nellie. Nellie is from the same litter. So they're a brother and sister. So my sister's got Bruce and her mother has Nellie. So for companionship through the day, if my sister goes out, she takes the dog to her mum's so they can hang out. Because, you know, as a dog, it's a bit lonely at home by yourself, and they tend to bark. My sister lives in an apartment style kind of living. So there's someone above and someone beside. So if your dog barks, it's going to piss everyone off, right? So she's one of those people that is, mindful of that. So she does have one of those collars that if the dog barks, citronella sprays up at them. Have you seen that, guys? I've never seen it in action. But apparently my sister's boyfriend. Okay, this is so weird. I'm back. That is so weird. I probably lost half of you, but that's okay. Keep on walking, Dora. Keep on walking. I don't know what I was talking about. You're back. Yeah, that was so weird. I'm like walking along, and I look down at the phone and there's lives gone. I'm like, what the hell? So I went to YouTube and I can see my live and I can see the chat. So I said, that's why I went into the chat and said, oh, hello. And let me see if I can go back in. So I went to press the live button and it said, do you want to end the live or do you want to resume the live? So I resumed the live. So here I am back again. That's so weird. So weird. I don't know. Don't question it. I'm just back. Okay, we might cross the road. It looks like they're doing something on the road here. If we can cross the road. Fair bit of traffic. That's right, all good. Run, Forrest, run. Yeah, we didn't have to run. All right, so as I say, when we're walking along, I'm going to just try to look at houses and get some ideas on, different combinations. Like, I know there's not going to be many wooden farmhouse looking houses because we're not in a farming area. I probably do need to go to Google for that. So that's a jade plant. You can cut a piece of that off and just put it in some soil and it'll grow. And that's a money plant? I don't know. Some nice plants. So let me tell you what I'm doing today, guys. I think we've got Matt, we've got Em, and we've got Debbie Sue. Hello, I'm back. I don't know, that was weird what happened. Doesn't matter. So what am I doing today? So I am going to catch up with a guy friend of mine. I was supposed to catch up with two guy friends from my school days, from high school, back a couple of years ago, One lives down here. The other one lives up in Brisbane where I live. I haven't seen the guy from Brisbane for a bit. I ran into him only recently, probably. But he was apparently coming down to see my friend. And we were going to meet up today at the Opera House bar. And it's to change of plans. He's not coming down till tomorrow night. And so my friend's like, well, do you want to meet up? You said you were planning to go to Parramatta. I said, well, I was. But since you weren't going to meet in the city, I was going to meet you in the city. Oh, look at this, guys. This is some strawberries. Some strawberries. Grow your own strawberries in a pot, guys. So these, look, eggplant. Eggplant. Yum, I love eggplant. What else are they going? They've got some chilies. Some chilies. And they've got some cucumber. That's a cucumber. See the cucumbers? Love Lebanese cucumbers. Wow, that's cool. See, all in their front yard, guys. All in the front yard. Love that. Love that. That's how we should all should be growing our own foods, and then supplementing by going to the markets, to the markets and to supermarkets. But imagine if we all grew a little bit of food in our front yard or in backyard. We would be so much healthier. We'd have so much more money. Okay, I'm sidetracked. What was I talking about? I don't know. No idea. Oh, what I was doing today. So anyway, long story short, this shows you my brain, right? He sent me a message yesterday while I was walking. Maybe I was coming home. Actually, no, I was coming home from that walk I did yesterday. I ended up doing like 15 Ks yesterday afternoon on a live. It was a great live. It was a great walk. It was awesome. Oh my gosh, look at that. That's very... Oh, I don't like that, guys. Do you like that? Ew. That is weird. Very 70s style, I guess. Anyway, he sent me a message saying, hey, change your plans. Can we meet, since you wanted to go to Parramatta, can we meet at Parramatta? Oh yeah, cool. And anyway, I read Parramatta something club. So I went, oh yeah, the league's the RSL. So I Googled where the RSL was. I know how to get there. A couple of buses and stuff. Anyway, I was talking last night to Diego. So you've probably heard me talk about Diego's dad, my father-in-law, so to speak. We're not married, but you know, he's my father if we were in law. My father de facto, I don't know, whatever you call it. Anyway, he's passed away now, Dazza. But sometimes we have a guy in the chat called Gazza. Dazza and Gazza, right? Gazza is from Brisbane, and Gazza is really into football. I'm not massively into football, but last year I did get into it a little bit. And I was saying to him that Diego's father used to be a professional footballer. And that's unfortunately why he's passed away also, because he had too many hits in the head. He got dementia, onset dementia really early, like in his 60s. And he died at 67 years old because of dementia. So it was very, very sad. Where am I going with this? So he used to play professionally semi-professionally for the Parramatta Eels, which is the Parramatta club up here. And I said to Diego, oh, well, you know, I'll go to just, you know, out of respect. I said, oh, even though I'm on the Leagues Club today, I'll go to the Parramatta Eels Leagues Club to check out, see if there's any photos of Dazza. And Diego said there probably won't be photos of Dazza, but there'll be a photo of my uncle, because my uncle actually played professionally for them. And then when he was Googling, it says Concord that way. Let me just look at my maps, guys. I'll be back to that story in a second. Down path, Doris, down path. He said no. His dad played 2 years professionally when he was about 23, but he was just under he was like reserve grade for the professionals here. So Diego was actually born down here in Sydney because his dad was playing professional football down here, but he wasn't in the top grade. He was in the reserve grade. He went back to Brisbane, and then he played professionally for the South team of Brisbane. So that's kind of like that's where he became professional. Anyway, long story short, I was like, okay, how do I get from the Leagues Club to the RSL? Because even though I'm going to meet up with the friend at the RSL, I will make a point of going to the Leagues Club to get some photos for the family. Anyway, I sent a message to my friend last night saying, hey, this is the club we're meeting at, right? It's called the Parramatta. The Parramatta, or the club, or something they call it, RSL. And he goes, no, not that one. I meant the actual Eels, the Parramatta Leagues Club. And I went, crap. Okay, thank God. Lucky I would have went to the wrong place. So anyway, that's just how my brain works at the moment. I read the wrong thing, right? I read a little bit of the message and I just went with it. So anyway, so long story short, I'm going to meet up with this guy. He's a school friend of mine from high school. I've seen him quite a few times since we've left school. So I left school like over 30 years ago now. God, a million years ago. And if Lavender's in the chat, she'll be going, man, you're old. Lavender's only like 16. And I left school like double her age ago. Anyway. So we're going to meet up with him. But this Leagues Club is actually going to be very interesting. Apparently, it's like a mega club. Like, this is huge. Like, Brisbane is only small compared to Sydney. Sydney is massive. This is where everything happens in Sydney, right? All the big, DJs, all the big concerts happen in Sydney. Sometimes I go to Brisbane. It's like the little place. So that's why I come to Sydney a lot for all the raves, because a lot of the raves are never held in Brisbane. Because the DJs go, no. That is a beautiful tree. Beautiful tree. I feel like I need to touch it. Always look on the ground, make sure there's no snakes. Oh my gosh, guys, if you could feel that, that feels so nice. So, I feel like we need to hug it. So you put your cheek next to it. I know it looks weird. There's a guy running right next to me and I'm hugging a tree. Do I care? No, not really. Do I care what you think? Nope, not really. There's something powerful about hugging a tree. And a tree like this is beautiful. Like, look at that tree. I know you guys are like going, what the fuck, she's lost her brain. Not really. I just, why did we lose that ability to actually like nature, right? We live in these concrete jungles now that a tree is just like, let's just cut it down. We don't want a tree. It dirties it dirties our yard. But if we go the opposite way, the concrete is the shit. The trees are the real thing, right? That's where the energy is. So a lot of you guys do question that, I do have a lot of energy, probably way more energy than I should have. And I'm not questioning that, guy. I'm actually very, very grateful to have the energy I have. Oh, hello. That's a crow. Some people call it a raven. I think crows are very beautiful animals. They're very smart. They're very, very smart. Okay, sidetrack, guys. Oh, there's another one. He's big. He's really, really big. So anyway, this is a mega club. It's like, I don't know, 3 floors. It's got a bowling green in it, which is really weird. It's the big stadium where they play the professional games. So it's the home of the Eels. I've never been there before. I've never gone for Parramatta because why would I? I go for my Redcliffe team, so Redcliffe Dolphins. But I generally don't watch a lot of football. But anyway, long story short, I'm going to go to the Parramatta Eels today. That's what I'm doing today, guys. You could have said, Dora, you could have said that 5 hours ago. Oh yeah, but where's the fun in that, guys? You would have missed me hugging a tree. So this is the high school that my niece went to, actually. This is Concord High School. Obviously, we're not going to show you any kids, guys. That's a bit weird. But I'm just telling you, I'm walking past Concord High School. Now, guys, see the pink? Isn't that beautiful? That's more white. That's more white. But that's more pink. That is beautiful. You have to touch that one too, guys. Not as smooth as that last one. That last one was a really nice hug, saying. It's like I patted on the bum. Okay, we've got some workers coming towards me. We won't film them, hey? You can look at my feet. Hey Jackie, how you going? So Jackie's, hey Jackie. I'm just trying to remember the last video I watched of yours. You were doing a verse about, what was it about? It was a really good topic. I forgot. It was really good. That doesn't sound very good, does it? Like you've forgotten already, Dora. It was like 9 hours ago, okay? But yeah, thank you for reaching out. I met you on Sandra's live yesterday morning for me. And yeah, it was nice to connect with you. And it's always nice to connect with new people and, check your content out. And you came to my live yesterday and you're here now. So thank you. We're just doing a random walk. I'm in Sydney on holidays. And I'm actually walking to a place called Concord to go get some fresh bread. Then I'm going to walk back to where I'm staying at my sister's house with my fresh bread. I mean, morning exercise is very good. It is 9:15 a.m. now. So I do need to get a bit of a getty on because to get to Parramatta, it's going to take about an hour on a ferry. So I wanted to, at the start of the week when I first came to Sydney, I was talking about how I wanted to go up to Parramatta anyway, and I was going to get the ferry up. So we're going to get the ferry up today. So I probably will come back and do a live later on. When I'm on holidays, I seem to do a lot of lives. It's just what I do. For now, will it be forever? I don't know. So they look like they're doing some construction at this high school. There's a big, big crane there. Interesting. So yeah, this is not the normal streets of Sydney that I was looking at yesterday with the big opera house and the harbour bridge and, you know, the glitz and the glamour. This is like where normal people live. And I'm a normal person, right? So I don't mind walking in normal streets. I think it's nice to kind of see houses and different design of houses. And I'll take you out for the ride. Is Crystal there? Hey, Crystal. It looks cloudy. Oh, it is cloudy. How are you going, Crystal? Yeah, I'm on holidays at the moment, Crystal. I'm in Sydney. And yes, it's very overcast. I was saying it looks like English weather today. But that's okay because 2 days ago, I was on this island called Cockatoo Island and it was so hot. It was really warm. So I'm okay with this because this is nice walking weather. Really nice walking weather. Now, I think I'm getting very close to where I need to go. So we're going to Concord and we're going to the, look at that car. That's the new V-dubs, guys. Has anyone seen the new V-dubs? So, you're familiar with the combi vans? That's the new version of it. Interesting. So I grew up with a combi van. My dad had a combi van with the original pop-up camper. Had the sink and the stove and all the things. Now, if I wanted to go home, I'd go that way. But I think I have to, give me a second to consult. Right. Might be our turn. And the bus that I could take, that's my bus that I could take to get home. But that's cheating, guys. We're not going to cheat. We're not cheaters. And if you catch a bus, you're not a cheater, guys. I'm just being funny. You know, the whole idea of my morning movement is to actually move. So, yeah, I'm going to get some bread for the family. And, you know, when I'm at a bakery, I might get some nice, you know, they actually have some really nice bread there. They have this slice there called, it's an apricot. It's like a fruit slice, like an apricot fruit slice. And for some reason, Baker's Delight in Brisbane, there's not many of them left. I don't know why, but they're probably a little bit more expensive bakery because they use probably better quality products. But on a Friday, now an hour away from where I live, there's a Baker's Delight. And I've stopped there before and I've said, hey, do you have this apricot bread I used to have? And they said, no, we only make it on a Friday. I'm like, what? And I never go past on a Friday. So anyway, it's like fruit slice, I guess, fruit slice bread. You know, like raisin toast, that's a better example. It's cute. If they repainted that aqua, I reckon that'd be really, really cute. Look at that house over there. So, but yeah, they have, it's like raisin bread, but it was with apricots. And it's just amazingly tasty, amazing. So every time I see a slice, I always, like a loaf, I'll buy some, and then I'll keep it in the freezer. But I haven't bought some in a long, long time. I don't buy that much bread, to be honest. I'll eat bread a couple of times a week. I'm not one of these people that has no carbs in their diet. I think there's a time and a place for it. Though saying that, I've eaten a lot of carbs this week. I've eaten bread every morning. Because like I'm not staying at my house, right? I'm not in my own routine. That guy's carrying a cat. Interesting. He's carrying a cat. just walking his cat. That's not something. Okay, see this here, guys? I'm sidetracked, guys. See this house here? I want to take a photo of that, guys. Just give me a second. Give me a second. Okay, I'm back. I was just taking a photo there. It's got the different brick, the stone with the brick. Just giving ideas. Oh, here we go. This is another idea. I don't like that very much. No, don't like that at all. But see how we've got the slates, like it looks like wood paneling going down? Some of you guys know my house style. I've got the slats going down, but in a darker colour. So Diego's suggesting that we keep the slats going down at the top, but down the bottom see how it's rendered? But have like, see over here, like the slate, like that, going out the bottom. So that's what he's suggesting that we do. We have the wood going down the top, and then the bottom like that. He did an AI mock-up of it. I hated it. So that's why I'm walking today, is trying to get some more ideas on, what could be good, because he's suggesting that if we have wood going all the way down, it's going to be way more expensive. And of course, when you're renovating a house, everything blows out, right? And, it's expensive. So, but at the same time, you want something that looks nice. You don't want to, end of the day, your house is your house, right? I don't plan to move. So if we do a shit job, and we're going to regret it, regardless of how much it costs, right? You want to make sure you have, a half decent finish on it. Now, let me just see. I think I have to still keep on going straight ahead. Corner. So we're nearly there, guys. We're nearly there. So it's got the assigned breakfast point. So I'm nearly near home, guys. I'm nearly near home, but I'm just kind of going around the long way to get some bread. Hey Andrew, I saw that. I didn't even see you there, Andrew. Sorry, mate. I think a lot of you guys are used to me and you're not insulted when I don't say hello, because, I am trying to cross a road or walk or look at houses. So, yeah. And look, I actually, another thing, this has got Mr. Oh My God. See the number plate, guys? Mr. Oh My God. Has he got tickets on himself or what? I was looking at, I do a lot of lives, guys, and I have to admit now, I think I am a live streamer. I love YouTube, and I love doing long-form videos. I'm still going to do long-form videos, guys. I'm here for long-form videos. But, obviously, I am a live streamer. I do lots and lots of lives. Even when I'm home, I'm doing live stream for different things I'm doing. And, some of you guys like it. Some of you guys will watch it. I'm making new friends, which is always good. I do like to make new friends, but I like my old friends too. So some of you guys in the chat are like my old friends. And I say that in an affectionate way. When I don't say old, I don't mean you're old. I'm saying you like my how we go, you're my friends, my community. I don't say community, I'm saying my friends. You're my friends' friends. So like Debbie Sue, Susan, Matt, Mike, I guess I'm going to even put Andrew in there. Andrew's been around for a while. You're my mates, right? And if I didn't include you there, like Nicholas, you're included. Don't ever be insulted if I forget your name, because I do forget names a lot. But there's a core few of you that are my friends, right? That I have you on, email or Facebook or something like that, or WhatsApp, and we communicate off the platformy thing. And it's nice. It's really nice to have good mates, because, I'm just going to go for a walk, and I'm going to go for a walk with my mates. Oh, look, we have some cockatoos. Cockatoos. There must be some kind of food on the ground that they're liking. And yeah, it's really, really nice. And as you guess, I'm a bit of a people person. I would talk to a tree. I would talk to anyone. But at the same time, I don't suffer fools. Okay, bye-bye. But, I do like to make friends with new people. I think we've got to go around this way, guys. I think. I'll consult Google Maps in a second. I do like to, have a chat. And it's nice to be talking to diverse groups of people, right? Like, Gazza that sometimes comes to the chat, like, he likes to talk about football. It's not out of my scope, but I can talk about football. I think it's really good to improve your communication by talking to different people. So don't ever be insulted when I say, okay, I'm always looking for new friends. I love my old friends too, okay, guys? You know that. Now, I think we've got to go this way. I think. Let me look at Google Maps. We're like a street. Oh, actually, no, we're going around here, guys. I'm nearly there. I'm here. We're walking straight into it. Yeah, and we're here already, guys. Okay. Now, I'm purposely staying on this side of the road. I'm going to tell you something really gross in a second, guys. Really gross. Let me just get on the footpath. Okay. So, a couple of days ago, I was catching a bus with my sister. I don't know why we were here. I can't remember. I don't know. I don't know why. But anyway, it feels like a bit of a maze the last week, right? It's been a lot. A lot of good stuff. We were catching a bus from here. We're heading to somewhere. And my sister goes, oh my God, something smells really bad. Like human poo bad. And I'm like, oh, come on. She's like, no. And then as soon as someone mentions that, you start smelling it, right? And I'm like, oh, that's gross. So I didn't really want to look. And she goes, oh my God. She goes, let's move. So we moved away from the bus stop because underneath the bus stop seats, someone had shat. No joke. There was human poo. It was disgusting. Why am I talking about this? Because it's kind of funny in a way. Not funny that happened. I mean, poor person that had to shit there. But anyway, when you got to go, you got to go. Not condoning that. I'm not condoning that. Might have been a homeless person. Who knows? But like 2 days later, I was at the same bus stop and it was still there. I was like, oh crap, it's still there. Literally crap. And then a couple of days later, I was going past on the bus and someone got on at the bus stop, at that shit bus stop, literally shit bus stop. And the guy said to the bus stop man, he goes, hey, there is human poo at this bus stop. It's been here for a week. It stinks. I said, you guys need to clean it up. He wasn't saying to the bus driver, but he was like saying to the bus driver, you need to tell your cleaners or something to come and clean it up. And I had a joke to my sister this morning. You guys know that I do talk about toilets, okay, guys? It's just what I do. I like toilet humour. And it's a human reaction, right? Going to the toilet's a human thing. Not doing a toilet dump at a bus stop. That is not a human thing to do. But it's funny. And if you don't like my humour, that's fine. But I'm still going to do it. So I said to my sister, I said, I'll check out if there's any, the dump's still there. Hey guys, that's a new Forester. So I have a Forester. Susan's got a Forester. That's the new Forester. I don't actually like it. I checked it out one day and I'm not a fan. It's just a few little tweaks and changes. I'm not a fan. So anyway, there's a bus just turned up. We're not going to go too close to the bus stop because it stinks really bad. But I'll be able to spy if the poo is still there. Yes, that I'm very weird, I know. You're like, Dora, like, why do you need to tell us that story? That's disgusting. I know. Dora's disgusting. Ooh, that house is, no one's living there, really, is there? It's all overgrown at the back. Well, maybe someone's living there, they just don't care about the yard. Don't know. Okay, that is the bus stop, guys. And it looks like it's clean. Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. And that poor lady, she can sit there nice and without having to be like engulfed by human poo smell. So someone's cleaned it off. I was saying to my sister that if we lived behind that house, you would actually get a wind of it. So you'd probably get your hose out and hose it down because it was disgusting. Yep, it's gone. All right, so guys, welcome to Concord. This is Concord, and it's still got the style of, I don't know what you call the style of houses, style of shops. But, I love this style. It's very old style. And, everything in the world is getting changed. Like everything old is now becoming new, right? They're changing it. So where I live in Redcliffe, we used to have this on the beachfront, and it's changing. Like they've just bulldozed like about a whole block, about 10 shops, and then 10 shops on the other side, and they're building a big monstrosity of apartments so that, obviously I know we need more housing, but this housing is going to be super, super expensive. So it's not for your average Joe, right? So it's going to change the whole seascape of the front of Redcliffe. Redcliffe used to be a very big tourist destination, not big, but like people used to come and, Baker's Delight, guys. Okay, let me get my money out of my bag. This is where we went. This is why we did the live, guys. We're walking all the way to Baker's Delight, Chile. Let me get my money out of my bag. Should we have some water first? Hey, Clayton. Clayton someone. Hello, how are you? See you, Matt. Good night, mate. Don't forget to like. Likes are free. Oh my God, I've got 13 likes. Geez, that's way more than normal. I average about 3 likes because I never ask anyone. Okay, guys, let me just find my money. Here we go. Take my hat off too. Okay. We're going in, guys. We're going in. Baker's Delight, guys. Baker's Delight.
We just have the white with the poppy seed.
What about this one on this side? No, this one here.
Yeah.
No, next one.
Yeah.
That one. What's that one?
Sesame seed with high protein whole grain.
That's all right. That'll do that one.
You want to slice this?
Yes, but thin. Thank you. So guys, it came off for a second. I don't know what happened then. This is mocha hot cross buns. Oh my God, it tastes like coffee. I'm not very much of a coffee person.
What did you leave, Judith? No. Sorry.
You want anything else, Ben?
Do you have? There used to have an apricot bread.
Oh, apricot? No, sorry, we stopped those ones.
Oh really?
Yeah, but we do have like cinnamon fruit or traditional
Oh
fruit.
okay. How come you stopped that bread? That was so popular.
It wasn't,
It wasn't selling.
yeah, it wasn't for us.
Maybe
Oh, right.
only you're the one who likes that.
Yeah, maybe. Question.
Yeah.
If I bought a hot cross bun, do you have butter to put on it? Or do you sell butter?
We don't sell butter here for allergen reasons.
Oh yeah, I get it. Okay, cool.
But if you buy hot cross bun today, you'll get the bread loaf free.
A bread loaf free.
White loaf.
I only need one hot cross bun. It's alright.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You can buy one.
Yeah, I'll buy one. Can I have?
Fried mocha?
Oh, I just tried it. It was actually quite nice, but I'll just get your normal traditional.
Okay.
Just a normal hot cross bun, thank you. Thank you.
Will be 770. Are you a
Seven-
member with us, man?
No, I'm not.
Would you like to sign up?
No, I'm fine, thank
Just
you.
name a number.
No,
You'll get a hot cross bun packet free next time.
no, I don't live here, so that's fine.
Any bakers alike, not only here.
Oh no, that's fine. How much? $7? $7.70?
Yeah.
Okay.
You won't get any emails, don't worry.
Oh no, it's fine. No, there's actually not a Baker's Delight near me, unfortunately.
Oh,
That's why when I saw you, I'm like, oh. That's why I was looking for the apricot bread. I was like, oh, they have the apricot bread.
30 cents.
Thank you very much.
There you go.
Thanks.
Everyone.
Gotta have some more, guys. Look at American Reese Puffs. Okay. Oh my God. I don't mind that mocha. Whoops. Yum. Okay. I'm a big hot cross bun fan. Sorry. Shouldn't talk. I love hot cross buns. So good. Okay. We need to make room for the bread. Because in typical Dora file, she packed everything except the kitchen sink this morning. We need a hat. I don't need that. Put that there. Oh, got an apple. Could eat an apple on my way home. I might eat the apple. I don't want it to get squashed, right, guys? Guys, hot cross bun for breakfast. How lucky am I? Okay. Oh, wallet in here. Okay. Bear with me. We're going to keep on walking in a second. I'm just going to try to get my backpack a little bit more organised. Roll, roll, roll. Don't want to squash the bread, guys. Don't want to squash the bread. Okay. Hat. Apple. All right. Let me take you on a little walk through Concord. So that Baker's Delight was very, they had some really good food, guys. It took everything of me not to buy one of the little pizza breads, you know, the breads that have got like cheese and ham and pineapple on it. Yum. Love those little things. But like I said, I don't need to eat that much carbs. And like carbs have a lot of sugar in it too, those things. So I'm not one of those people that is, you know, carb friend, like totally carb free kind of people. But I was saying a little while ago, and I got sidetracked. Oh, look at this. I get sidetracked very easily, guys, if you haven't noticed. That's cool. We got basil, sage, mint, parsley. You got, oh my God. What do you call that flower? It's a Day of the Dead flower. Marigold. That's nice.
They're not for sale.
Yeah, I know. So that's a mint. It's a beautiful mint. That smells really nice. Oh, you can smell it on your finger. So you don't, if you just like that and smell it, it smells beautiful. That looks so nice. So nice. Old mate thought I was probably going to steal it. We wouldn't do that, would we? So, talking about diet, I am not one of these people that really diets. But I don't know. A lot of you guys probably have noticed in the last week when I've been in Sydney, and probably the last 2 weeks since the stress of, living in the camper van. I'm not eating my normal food and routine. The stress of having a sick chicken and then all that happened with the chicken. I have started putting on some weight. Now, a lot of you guys know that I am trying to lose a little bit of weight so that my knees are more healthier. And, and there's nothing wrong with losing a bit of weight. I mean, I'm not one of those ones, oh my God, I weigh 2 more, I weigh 2 more kilos. I've got to, fast. No, I'm not like that, guys. On my channel, I like to, tell you about my health journey. When I did 75 hard, I obviously lost quite a bit of weight. But, you can't sustain that. Like, it was pretty obvious that I was going to put on a little bit of extra weight. And I get that, guys. I was set up for that. I haven't weighed myself, but I can just tell in my face, in my stomach. My stomach is where I hold my weight, which is not a good thing because that means that I'm holding on to stress related. It's cortisol. So it means that maybe I'm not sleeping enough, which is probably right. I'm sleeping enough right now. I'm not sleeping in my own house. Haven't been sleeping in my own house for 2 months now, feels like. And I've still got another month. And even when we go back to my house, apparently, one of our screens in our bedroom broke. So our glass window's broken. So when I go back to my house in a month's time, we're not even going to be sleeping in our main room. We're going to be sleeping in our spare room, our office, because the room is cracked from the lift. So, and in a month's time, I'm going to Bali anyway. So, I feel really, I'm out of sorts. I'm really out of sorts. I'm, living out of a backpack, and it does sound like poor Dora. I'm not saying this to say poor Dora. I don't want you to feel sorry for me at all, guys. I'm just saying there's reasons why we put on weight, right? And you've got to catch yourself, right? And because if I just keep on continually doing this, I'm just going to put on more and more weight. And then, in 3 or 4 months, I'll be like, frig, how the fuck have I put on more weight than I lost? And then I've added some on, right? So, I'm just being realistic that when I get home from this trip, I need to, stop drinking. I have been drinking some wine with my sister at night time, and I don't regret that. In my normal life, I don't drink a lot of wine anymore. I used to drink a lot of wine in my life. I used to use wine as a stress relief. So anyway, I don't do that anymore. And so anyway, that was Concord, guys. It's a nice little place. It's a nice little restaurant. I got sidetracked, guys. Sorry. But yeah, it's a nice little suburb. But we're going to go. I think we're going to go. I don't think we need Google Maps. I kind of know where I'm going. I'm kind of going over this way. So now we're going to walk back to Breakfast Creek, Cabarita. So we've probably got another half an hour walk. So by going to the Baker's Delight, we probably added another 45 minutes to our walk. If I just walk straight home from where my sister dropped me off, or we dropped her car at her mum's, would have been probably about a half an hour walk. So I added an extra 45 minutes by going to the bread shop. And that's okay, because I bought a hot cross bun. That was nice. I can't wait to have it when I get home. But anyway, I recognise that I do need to clean myself up a little bit, as in stop drinking so much alcohol, Dora. You don't need to drink alcohol on school night, and I don't. When I go back to my normal routine, I'll add in there that, I have been having some drinks at home with my friend Mel, because obviously I'm living in her backyard. Mel's my best friend from high school. So, she likes to have a drink, and we have a drink and have a little chat about the day. So again, I need to clean that up too. So me being away will break that. I really like how those plants is growing on that the brick. It's apparently not a good thing for your brick, but it looks good. Hey Maddie, how you going? Dora, I need a bike. Matt, you should be asleep. I thought you said goodbye. Guys, I'm going to have my apple. Let me just clean my apple. So, sorry, but I'm going to be chewing away like a cow. Another example of the red brick from the Sydney Olympic Park, where they used to have the brick pit. They used to make the bricks. Psychologist. Anyone ever had hypnotherapy before? I'm a big believer in hypnotherapy, to be honest. I think, okay, we need to cross the road. Hypnotherapy can be really, really helpful. Actually, my friend Mel, she used to bite her fingernails. It was like a nervous reaction. She used to bite her fingernails. So she went and got hypnotherapy done. She stopped biting her fingernails, but she's now biting them again. So I don't know if it doesn't last very long. I've never actually had it myself, but I'm very curious about it. And it does help people. I know that in certain cases with depression and anxiety, it can really help with that. Run, that's a Porsche. Okay, let's quickly run. Yeah, just curious. Has anyone had hypnotherapy before? Pretty. Hey Maddie, how you going? Is that Relax with Mel? No. No. She's in New Zealand. No, my friend Mel is not a YouTuber. She's my friend from high school. Just seeing if there's any interesting books. Look at these pines someone put into their house. That's for sale, guys. It's sold. 4-bedroom, 2.5 bath, 4 garage. Wow. It's a lot. Got a pool in the backyard. Interesting. I really like looking at houses. But see, that's an idea. They've added the extension on top. That wouldn't have been originally like that. They've added to the top. Interesting, that's a duplex and they've added it to the top on this side. So see how here, there's 2 houses here. Let's see if they've added on the other side. It's just on one side. That's really interesting. Really interesting. Let's see. Okay, no, they haven't. So that's the original. That's how it would have been originally. And the other side have added another level to it. So that's very interesting that they've done that on a house, like a duplex. Wow, didn't know you could do that. Interesting.
Yeah, it does not work the same way.
Concord Golf Club. I was wondering what that was over there. There's big palms. Hey, Deb, how are you? Deb, I haven't seen you for ages. I keep seeing you in my chats, like after I finished, and you're like, hello, hello. I'm like, I'm not there, I'm not live. I'm live. How are you, Deb? Welcome home. Are you feeling better? How long's my vacation for? I haven't booked my flight home, though I think I'm going to go home tomorrow. I quickly looked at some flights yesterday. So if I go home tomorrow afternoon, it'll be about $200 to fly home, which is in American dollars about $100, which is not that bad. Our flights between in Australia can sometimes be really expensive. Now, let me just see where I'm going. I don't want to go to 5 Dock. Okay, give me a second. I need to consult Google Maps. Hey Wayne, I'll be back in a second. We're going the right way. Guys, sorry, I'm eating my apple. You hear me munching away. What about another 25-minute walk? And then I'm back home. You're getting better slowly. Thanks for asking. I was going to ask, Deb.
Well,
So Wayne, how are you going? So I'm talking to Far Brick Studio. Wayne is in the UK. It must be what, 10 o'clock at night for you in the UK at the moment? So guys, just to let you know what's going on today for me. Ooh, do you like that brick, guys? I like that. Just give me a second, I want to take a photo of that. So Dora has worked out on a live how to take photos. It might not be great for you guys. Oh, look at that, guys. That house is completely covered in grass. That reminds me of a very English style house. Wow, you can hardly even see the windows. Can you see that, guys? Hi, Victoria. 11 o'clock in the UK. Sorry. Hello. That's part of a golf club, guys. That's probably why they don't give a shit. But that's really cool. I like that. That's creepy. Well, I mean, I personally wouldn't like it for my own house, but it looks cool. I think it is. I think I can go this way, guys. Let me just consult Google. That's a cute car, eh, guys? It's a little Fiat. It's like, I couldn't imagine even fitting in it. Could you imagine? I'm pretty tall. It's got a back seat even. All right, I'm gonna get rid of my apple. Happens to be a bin here. That's interesting. I really like those cactuses there, guys. See the cactuses? They look good. See over here, what do you think of that kind of stone? I don't think that would match having slats. So see that colour there? That's the colour of our wood going down. And if you match that with that, I don't think that'd match. I'm going to the other side of the road. So, Nick, you know my friend Nicholas, that guys that's on the chat sometimes? He sometimes comes in and out of the chat. He was there this morning. He said to me the other day, he goes, "Hey Dora, you actually look really relaxed the other day." And I hadn't really taken much note of it. But, you know, in life, and I can only talk about my experience, right? My life. You know, you can get really, really stressed, right? And if you just keep on staying in that cycle, you know, that's when things can progress and get worse, like, you know, mental health wise, so to speak. I talked about, you know, maybe like only 2 weeks ago, 2.5 weeks ago, I was in the thick of, you know, really suffering. I was exhausted from looking after the chicken. I was, you know, very emotional about the chicken because I didn't know what to do. And it was taking a lot of my time. I wasn't, you know, exercising properly because I was trying to look after the chicken. Exercise is very important to me. You know, looking after my health is very important to me. It might not be for you, that's fine. But that's part of my mental health, right? If I'm looking after myself, my mental health is in a really better place. I think they go hand in hand, but again, I'm just talking about my experience. And now here I am 2 weeks later, and you know, I do feel like, you know, I look better in the face even, like I can see it in my eyes, like I'm not got that hollow look, like I was just like overwhelmed 2.5 weeks ago. I'm not overwhelmed anymore, like, you know, it is what it is. I mean, obviously going to go home and I'm going to have to live in a caravan again for another month. But that's okay. But, you know, it's good that I came to Sydney, and I'm really glad that I had a break. Wow, that's a yellow frangipani. Normally you get white ones and you can get like really pink ones. I've never really seen a yellow one before. Oh, it's cool. But, you know, like I said, like 2.5 weeks ago, I really was suffering, guys. I was overwhelmed. I was starting to have a little bit of anxiety, which I don't in my normal world, I don't have anxiety. And it was a lot to do with the fact that I wasn't looking after myself, and I was really, you know, focusing on another person, like a chicken. You know, I was trying to prepare the camper van to be livable, to have some kind of routine. And yeah, I really wasn't coping. But, you know, I took myself out of that equation. Somewhat like running away, you gotta say. But, you know, I'm really glad that I had that rave to go to. I'm really glad that I decided to stay a bit longer. So that way you get down to the water and you can walk along the river. I think we've done enough walking. I'm nearly home. I will finish the live in probably about 5 minutes, guys. Just because I don't need to know where people don't need to know where I'm staying. Just for safety, guys. But who knows who other weirdos could be watching this live. So yeah, I'm just, you know, really grateful that I had booked the rave to go to. I took myself out of the equation. It was also good for Diego because Diego got time to himself. You know, when you're living on top of each other, it's not easy. That's different. Not my style, but I really don't know what my style is, but I don't like it personally. Hey, Crystal, you're there listening. You get me, Crystal? You get me? And like, so I am. I'm really, really grateful. So I guess, you know, if I can pass on an experience of, you know, what's going on with me at the moment, is that, you know, sometimes you need to step away from what's going on in your life. And I'm not saying you need to run down to Sydney or go on a holiday, but sometimes you do need to take yourself out of that and change something, right? You know, it was pretty impossible. I couldn't really change what I was doing at that time. But maybe I could have went and stayed at my mum's house. I could have, you know, stayed at another friend's house if I wanted to. I could have. But anyway, you know, there was another reason. There was another option. I went to stay at my sister's house down in Sydney. So even though I came for a rave, it has been really, really powerful to have this time for myself. Wow, that's beautiful. It has been really, really powerful to, you know, have some time. I purposely didn't go hang out with a lot of my friends. Like, I was going to meet up with Vess, an Instagram friend, YouTube friend that I met when I was down here last November, December. I was also going to go stay with my friend Mel, who I've got a few Mel friends. Nothing to do with YouTube, guys. God, look at that, guys. What's that? It's a lotus. A lotus. I was going to go see my friend Mel. She lives in the northern suburbs. But you know what? I just didn't want to. And I rang her and I told her the truth. I said, hey, look, mate, I love you to death, but I just can't be moving and moving and moving, like from my friend's house, from my sister's house to my friend's house and back to my sister's house. I just didn't want to. I just wanted to stay put in one place. If that makes any sense, guys? Run, Forest, run. Run, the forest, run. Fish, oh, that's cheap. Lunch special, battered fish and chips or a fish burger for $10 and add $3 for a can. That is really good. So anyway, moral of the story is your girl Dora is recovering. She's getting better. If I had to say my mental health check-in right now, I would say I'm sitting on about a 7.5 at the moment. I've been on a 7.5 for a little while. I mean, you know, through my day I'll go up to an 8.5 because, you know, I get excited because I see something really cool. And I'm about to go on a ferry ride today, so that'll be really cool. I love being on a ferry. But, you know, I can't change some of the things that's going on in my life right now. Like, as I said, you know, I feel very displaced. You know, my house is, you know, like it's not livable. And I understand that, you know, I'm very, very lucky to have a house, a roof over my head, even though I can't sleep in my own bed right now. There's no electricity, there's no running water even. But in a couple of weeks' time, in about a month, that'll be all into place. But, you know, then I've got a trip booked to Bali. So I guess I'm just trying to monitor myself, guys, because there's a lot going on here. Like, you know, I'm going from here to here to here to here. Then I'll go to Bali, and I'm going to be in Bali, Indonesia, for about a month. And I don't know if that's going to be good or bad, guys. I mean, I think it's going to be good. But at the same time, you know, I spent a lot of time away from home, and I really like home. It sounds weird, isn't it? Because, like, I love travel. But I do, I'm missing home. You know, the creature comforts of just lying on my bed having a cup of tea is one of my favourite things to do. But anyway, it's all right. It is what it is. You know, we're renovating. It's for a reason. I'll get there. In May, I'll come home. No, March. April. I'll be home in April. and just after Easter, and I'll get to, you know, the house will be nice. Hopefully the bed will be, you know, our bedroom will be back to normal and I can have a cup of tea in my bed. Oh, that car, you're looking at the Lotus. I'm sure that was the cost of the Lotus. Well, you know, you can't get a house for that price. Welcome back, Nicholas. Okay, I'm going to pick this flower. This is jasmine. Oh my gosh, it smells so nice. Oh, I'm going to add that, guys. Also painting for me, guys. So not just because I was on holidays I was painting. Obviously when I was at home I've been painting. I went to a lighthouse and I painted. I went to the park where I see the koalas and I painted. It's really important, right, to find different ways to distract your brain. Like when you're overwhelmed with life, you're just overthinking things, right? And by painting, you know, you're focusing your mind on what you're painting and what the pictures and the colours. And it might be painting for you, but for you guys, it might be something completely different. Like I know other people can do, you know, needlework, sewing, who knows? But I'm really, really grateful that I've got back into painting. I seem to go through phases where I do a lot of painting and then suddenly I don't do any painting. It's not just a travel thing for me. I can do it while I travel, but it's also, I should do it when I'm at home because it's really good when you're at home to click off. So guys, I'm going to say goodbye. It is 10 o'clock. I've got about 2 hours at home. And actually my sister's gone, obviously went to work, and her partner has also gone. He's starting a new job. So he's gone too. So I've got a house to myself, which will be nice, right? And it'll be nice. Anyway, I will come back later on doing a live. I'm going to be walking, I'm going to be catching the ferry from Cabarita up to Parramatta. So we haven't gone that far. We've gone up to Olympic Park before, but we're going to go all the way up the river to Parramatta. We've not done that before. So if you want to come on an adventure that I've never been on before, you're welcome to join. So I'm going to say goodbye. And as Debbie says this, have a good day, everyone. And if you want to join me later on, you're welcome to in about 2 hours, guys. I can't wait to get my garden going and see what plants survive the cold weather. Oh my God, don't get me started. I can't wait to grow plants. Planting plants is so great, and watching them grow, the flowers, and you know, watching the cucumber grow, amazing. Anyway, guys, I could keep on talking forever, you know that, but obviously for safety, I need to stop where I am so people don't know where I'm going home to for safety. Otherwise, I could talk all day. But anyway, I've got to go because it's also good for my mental health too, guys. Bye.